Hey guys, it's Jazz, and I'm finally giving you guys a video after a week or so. I feel like I haven't done anything on my channel just because I've been studying for this test that I've had yesterday, Wednesday, and all my time was going to that and my classes and other assignments that I had to turn in. So now that that test is over with, I can finally bring this video out or record it. I am right now between, I just got off work and now I have class maybe in 20 minutes. So I'm trying to record this and put it on YouTube so I can upload while I'm in class. So hopefully this video doesn't sound rushed or anything. But yeah, this video is finally here and it's about the Repot Me fertilizer. And fall is finally here, guys. I've been waiting for fall. Well, it's been fall, but not sweater season. Yes, it's the best time. And my orchids are definitely liking the cooler weather because I have a lot of bumps on my catasetum orchids. And I'm still waiting for the witchcraft to bloom. It's still in bud and the buds just keep growing and growing, but it hasn't bloomed and I can't wait for it to do it. Anyways, let's get to the fertilizer. This one is repotme.com fertilizer, and it's the authentic MSU formula plant food, and this is the Orchid RO tap and rainwater special. So it's 13,315. I see that. Here it is. And I think on one of my first videos, I was talking about fertilizers, and I said that I had originally tried to fertilize my orchids with a fertilizer I don't remember the name of. Yeah, and it burned my orchid roots. Well, I still had most of them in bark. And it burned them, and I stopped using it, and I don't know, for some reason, I just didn't want to use fertilizers anymore because I had a feeling that all fertilizers were going to do that to my orchids. So I really didn't try to look for a new one until recently. I started reading articles saying that your orchids do look fine right now, but in a year or so, they're going to be falling behind, so I didn't want to do that to my orchids. So I tried again with this fertilizer, and I know Danny from Miss Orchid Girl on YouTube, she recently tried it too, and her review was good. She liked it. She didn't have any burn roots, and before buying it, I did put it on Facebook, on the Facebook group, asking what people thought about it, and a lot of people gave me good reviews about it. So I decided to buy it, and I made sure I got the tap water one. That's just the water I use, and it tells you what to put, mix 3/4 of a teaspoon in a gallon of water. And it came with this little scooper. So what I did is I got a little bit more than a gallon because I used cups to measure, like a measuring cup. I don't know what it's called, but those cooking ones. And mine was a liter big or so. So I just put 4 liters in it. I don't know if I'm making sense, but yeah, 4 liters makes a gallon. So that's what I did. I don't know if I'm making sense. It makes sense in my head. But yeah. I did that. And I put half of this, little spoon, just because I didn't want to suddenly bring something to my orchids they haven't had in a long time. And I didn't want the roots to get burned. So I'm starting off slow. So the first time I put half of this, and I gave it to all the orchids. And then the next time, which was 3 days ago, I gave them like 3/4 of this little thing with the teaspoon. I'm guessing this is what it is. And so far I don't have any burnt roots. I mean, they look fine. And I did see, I know after maybe 4 days after the first time I used it on one of my Cattleyas, all the roots that it had, all the new roots that it had, it started to grow again, because it was stopping, like the roots were, they had stopped growing. But after I used fertilizer, the roots started to grow again, and they're still growing, so I'll take that as a good sign and say that my orchids are liking this. I will use more of this fertilizer. I feel like 3/4 of a teaspoon, that's what it is for winter. I had the fact sheet like somewhere. I know you put more for summer, and for winter you put less fertilizer, just because the orchids aren't growing as much because they have less sunlight. So during the summer I will put more fertilizer if I'm still using this one. So now I'm just using like between like 1/2 and 3/4, so not quite 3/4, but I'm using it with a gallon of water, or just a little bit over a gallon of water, and I'm making sure the water is lukewarm, not cold or too hot. And what I'm doing is, since like I have a lot of orchids that are in full water culture, I took them out of the container, the glass vase they were in, and I put them, like I soaked them all in like a bucket of water that had this. So I left them there for like 5 minutes while I was like attending to the other orchids. Like, so while I had some sitting on the bucket of water, I was cleaning off the leaves of the other orchids to make sure that they wouldn't get crown rot or anything like rotting because water stayed there. I also made sure that my fan right here was turned on so they can have a breeze to dry off. And the ones in pots already, the ones with bark, those are pretty easy. You just get a cup and you just like, you know, put some in there, just, you know, normal watering but with fertilizer. And so far it's good. Like I said, I haven't gotten anything bad about it, like anything like bad has happened. I don't know if I was making any sense of how I was watering my orchids in full water culture, but if you guys do want to see a video of how I do that, you guys can let me know like on the comments below, and I will record a video like of how I do it. It gets a little bit messy just because it is water and it does get on the floor, and I have a lot of orchids. I think I counted the orchids yesterday and I had 53 orchids. I have 21 catasetinate orchids, not including the flask ones. And I have one on full dormancy. It hasn't done anything. It's just sitting on my desk, just dormant. So that's what's been happening. I'll show you guys all the orchids I have on the October, like, what is it called? The October orchid update. Yeah, what I did last month. I can't think of the name, but what I did last month, but for September, the one that had the bloopers, because I kept dropping orchids for some reason. But yeah, I'll do that for October. I might do just like a catasetum one, and then everything else in one. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So if you guys do want to see the video of how I water my orchids with the fertilizer, let me know and I can make a video of me recording that. And if you guys did like the video, please leave a like, a comment. It doesn't have to be the comment about the fertilizer, just any comment, because you guys have been awesome about commenting things, and it makes me really happy, because it's, I don't know, it's like you guys are like my friends now. Like, I don't know you guys, but like once you guys start commenting and stuff like that, I feel like I'm getting to know you guys. And especially if you like comment like on multiple videos, I feel like I'm growing like a bond with you. I don't know, that might sound crazy, but you guys are my friends. So yeah, and subscribe if you guys like the video. So thank you guys, and I'm sorry for taking such a long time on making this video, and have an awesome fall day. Bye guys.